Barack Obama said being asked to speak at John McCain's funeral was a precious and singular honor, but joked he had worked out why he and Bush, his political opponents, had been asked. What a better way to get a last laugh than to get George and I to say nice things about him to a national audience, he said, lightning and otherwise emotional tribute. Obama and McCain were both in the race to become president in 2008, and though the Democratic candidate won, the pair made headlines for how quickly they sat down after the election to find ways to work together. Scroll down for video. We come to celebrate an extraordinary man, a warrior, a statesman, a patriot, who embodied so much that is best in America, he said. President Bush and I are among the fortunate few who competed against John at the highest level of politics. He made us better presidents, as he made the Senate better, as he made the country better. Share this article. Share in what could be seen as a shot at current President Donald Trump. The former president said McCain's version of politics was cleaner than the one seen today and more respectful. So much of our politics, our public life, our public discourse can seem small and mean and petty, he said. Trafficking in bombast and insult and phony controversies and manufactured outrage. It's a politics that pretends to be brave and tough, but, in fact, is born of fear. John called on us to be bigger than that. He called on us to be better than that. Obama noted McCain was always a bit of a troublemaker who would not allow himself to be pushed into a box of what his high office should bind him to do. He had a disdain for self-pity. He had been to hell and back, and he never lost his optimism or his zest for life, he said. He maintained his buoyant spirit until the end, too stubborn to sit still, devoted to his friends, and most of all to his family. For all our differences, for all the times we sparred, I never tried to hide, and I think John came to understand the long-standing admiration I had for him. When McCain pushed back against protesters who questioned Obama's patriotism, Obama said he was grateful, but not surprised. That's just who John was, he said. Obama said for all the stories of John's quick temper, the Arizona man was quick to move on from an argument and quick to forgive. He knew more than most his own flaws, his blind spots. He knew how to laugh at himself, he said. We didn't advertise it, but every so often over the course of my presidency, John would come over to the White House, and we'd sit and we'd talk. Our disagreements didn't go away during those private conversations, but we enjoyed the time we shared away from the bright lights. We learned from each other, and we never doubted the other man's sincerity or the other man's patriotism. We never doubted we were on the same team.